Today we're going to talk about a specific punishment type called timeout. Many parents use timeout as a default consequence to a behavior. Timeout is easy to use, acceptable, and can rapidly suppress behavior. But for timeout to be effective, one must understand the concept of timeout and how to use it effectively. First off, we need to understand what timeout is. Timeout is a form of negative punishment. The goal of a punishment is to reduce an undesirable behavior. Negative, in behavioral terms, just means something is being removed. In this case, timeout removes someone from access to a reinforcing environment. For timeout to be effective, the reinforcing time-in environment must be desirable. Clearly defining what behaviors will result in a timeout must be made. Also, defining the parameters of the timeout, being consistent with its use, and having the timeout be an immediate consequence also strengthen its effect. If you get stuck, remember the 5 W's. We'll demonstrate. First of all, the 5 W's. Who, in this case Kai in the red. What, will receive a timeout. When, for 5 minutes. Where, in his room. Why, yelling. Let's see it in practice.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Drawing?
Drawing.
Oh, cool. I got something to show you. Check this out. It's like a little Lego guy, but he's got a watch on. He's a ninja watch on.
Cool. That's cool, Dad.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I thought maybe we
That's
could
super
play with that a
awesome.
little bit.
Yeah. Hey, Holden! Give me back my ninja!
Kyle, I don't want you to yell. 5 minutes in your room. That is an example of an exclusionary timeout. I told Kyle what he did, yell, and why he needs to go to his room for 5 minutes. So he's excluded from what we might be doing, playing with something fun, a reinforcing environment. So now we'll talk about a non-exclusionary timeout, and let's try that. Welcome back, Kyle. So, like we were just showing and playing, he's a ninja. Yeah? And he can jump really high, can do flips, all kinds of fun stuff. Holden, we don't take things from people. Why don't you sit here for 3 minutes while we play? So that, if we continue to play, is a non-exclusionary timeout, where Holden's sitting on the bench, he can see what we're doing, but he doesn't have access to the reinforcer, in this case, the toy and the play. So, exclusionary, someone leaves the room. Non-exclusionary, you can still see what's happening, but you don't have access to the reinforcer. Another example that's even quicker would be to withdraw my attention from Kyle. Say he yelled at me and I said, oh, I'm not going to listen to you for a while. And I'm punishing that behavior by removing my attention for a short period of time. In any case, timeout has a lot of cautions with it, but this is a good introduction to what a timeout is, how to do it, and you need to remember that it is a punishment procedure. It does not teach anything, except it does stop or cease behavior. And that's about all you need to know right now.